I do not have and have never had anything against sexual enhancement. But where I have a problem with it is, televising it, putting it out there, putting it on social media, your recovery, your, making some certain comments that I feel as an adult is okay. But because we have younger generations that are coming up, looking up to us, there are things we should be mindful of. Especially,
whilst I agree that what she's saying is true, I feel like Maureen is talking about another time. What she's talking about, saying our young ones, the people that are coming behind us, what example are we leaving for them? You can do it in hiding. This thing she's talking about another time. Right now, everything is online. There are influencers, even younger people doing these things and putting it online. So I feel like the era that we're in is not the era where you're hoping that the role models would be the ones to show your own children the right thing to do. It's on you to inculcate that in your children, to say to them, it doesn't matter whatever it is that you see outside, who you are. Okay, you are perfect the way that you are. God has created you in his image and in his likeness. You don't need to look, you don't need any other padded. In fact, and also, you can even use those things online now. That thing that somebody has put online, you can use it to tell them about the health complications of things like BBL. That person that you're seeing there that could have gone to do that thing, anything could happen. The enemy can use that as an entrance to afflict them, to put infirmity on them. Before you know what's happening, there are plenty people that have died doing BBL. So you can use that as a teaching moment for your daughter. But not that you now come and be saying, what kind of role model and example, like people don't have shame anymore. Everything she said is accurate, but it's for another time. And that time is gone, because right now everybody is showing it online. You have Instagram influencers doing their body, putting it online, showing it as part of their content. So people are seeing these things, and these people are just being free and just being themselves. Whether you call it a moral, I understand what she's saying, but there's just so much online now. There's so much online. It's on you to tell your children. It's on you to tell them. You have actresses online who they'll come online. They'll put there was one I saw one time. The guy I think she was wearing vibrator. The guy was touching the remote. Your children are seeing all those things already, if they're online. So you will not start calling out the actress. That's how they are already thinking. So how many people will you call out? Not everybody is classy like Genevieve and all these, or Motala and all those kind of people. Some of them that's how they're reasoning. So you just leave them. All this, you're holding them to a high standard that they don't have. That's expecting orange juice from, I don't know, Abalomo. And that's not to say that Abalomo is bad. I'm just saying that's not even a very good example. But you get my point. So I feel like it's a good advice, just no longer quite relevant, because it was that time where we had such a high moral. You say, what kind of example are you being? What kind of the example is you that will be setting that example for your children. Be telling them who they are in Christ, who you are in Christ. Be hammering it. That's all. And then leave it to God. I just wanted to say that. Bye. And also, I think that instead of really calling out these people because they're just going to do what they want to do, they're creating their content. You create your own content around stuff like this. That's why it's like a creator season. You to create your own. Talk about the ills of, do your own content in a high moral standard, because you want to influence the other generation the same way those older ones are influencing with their stuff. So I think right now is a matter of flooding the internet with what we want our young ones to see. If you're saying that, they are flooding it with BBL and they're flooding it with all kinds of, a big small girl with big, so you too flood your own, put out, Christian content that you feel like young people need to hear to help them. That's what I feel anyway.